Well, the wait is finally over. The NBA season is finally here, and this is going to be a different type of season. It's not Cavs Warriors, Heat Warriors, Heat Warriors. It's not that. We don't know who's going to the NBA Finals this year. If you think you know, you got no idea. Because let me tell you something. I like making predictions, and I will make predictions, and you'll get them from me. But I can't confidently tell you I know exactly who's going to be in the NBA Finals this year. I think the Eastern Conference is easier to figure out. I think you have some option of the Bucks or the Sixers. I mean, as good as the Celtics may be, and the Pacers may be, the Nets don't have a chance without Durant. I think those are the only two teams that can legitimately go to the finals from the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, I mean, we've talked about this before. There's like 8 teams that could legitimately go to the Western Conference Finals and then the Finals. It's insane. And it starts with the 2 teams that play each other tonight. Same city, same town, same building. New additions, Clippers, Lakers. So you get the new look Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the rest of the crew there. The Clippers have more depth. Paul George will be out for a couple of weeks. That's a bit of an issue, but Anthony Davis is already banged up, and he usually misses time every year. So who's going to be the best team in LA, in that building? I personally think in the regular season it's probably the Clippers. Become postseason, if you have a healthy LeBron and a healthy Anthony Davis, I'm not betting against that. Forget about it. But then you got all these other teams. There's so many other teams to consider. Rockets, Nuggets, Warriors, Blazers, the Jazz. I mean, it's insane how many teams there are to choose from. So who knows who's coming out of the West? So we start tonight, tips off Tuesday night with 2 games. And we're going to get into those games really, really soon. This, of course, is the Dave Talk Sports Podcast. I am your host, Dave Ettinger. I am of CBS Sports Radio, and you join me every single morning. Yes, it is morning. It's 6:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting a little bit darker, a little bit sooner, staying darker, I should say, a little bit later in the morning. Days are getting shorter as we head towards the end of October. So this is what the commute is like on the way home. Feels like the middle of the night. But you join me nonetheless. So, first game, the reigning champions, the Toronto Raptors, without Kawhi Leonard, will take on what should have been a more exciting matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans, but no Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson banged up over the last couple weeks. Turns out that he needed surgery on his right knee. I think it was a knee scope. And turns out that he's going to miss 6 to 8 weeks. So essentially 2 months without the highly anticipated debut of Zion Williamson. So, can the Pelicans stay afloat with all the players that they picked up in the Anthony Davis Lakers trade? Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, all these players, plus Drew Holiday and Derek Favors and the guys they've already had. I don't know. The Raptors are the new look Raptors. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know. I don't know why I said that. The Pelicans are not going to be that good to begin with. With Zion, they're interesting. They're more fun to watch. They brought in J.J. Redick. He can still shoot, even though he's getting older. Drew Holiday is a really, really nice player. He's probably one of the most underrated point guards in the world. But this team is not going anywhere, so they're going to win 35 to 40 games with or without Zion Williamson. So it's just unfortunate we don't get to watch him play this entire season. The Raptors, the new look Raptors without Kawhi Leonard, they extend Pascal Siakam with a huge contract extension. What can they be? I think in the weak Eastern Conference, yeah, I called it the Western Conference. you can come out of the East, no problem. So the Raptors should be a top 5 or 6 seed even without Kawhi Leonard, and we'll see them raise their banner and then host the Pelicans. Now again, Lakers Clippers tonight. I'll take. I don't know. I mean, there's no real home team there because they're in the same building. I guess technically the Clippers are the home team, but who knows? No Paul George. I'll take the Lakers if Anthony Davis is on the floor. So that's opening night tonight in the NBA. And no, I'm not going to talk about Sam Darnold and the Jets. Absolutely disgusting. That's all you got to say. And the Patriots have the best defense in the NFL. So this has been another episode of the Dave Talk Sports Podcast. I am your host, Dave Ettinger of CBS Sports Radio. This is Tuesday. Until tomorrow, enjoy the NBA. See you, everybody. See ya, for real.